Hi, this is Team Spicy Boys bringing you another Friday night local matchup from Batter Up. This is round 2, unfortunately, again. We had some recording issues for round 1. But anyways, so we have Julian, our Shenron Gogeta player on our left. And on our right, we have Orlando, the Broly Veggie player. I'm not too sure who won the dice roll here. I wasn't really paying attention. But let's see here. So both players are just doing the standard mulligans. Orlando keeping 4, and Julian keeping 2. And alright, let's see who goes first here. And it's I believe it's Julian. He was going to go first, and he's going to end up charging the pre-phase Goku. He's going to go right ahead and use his leader auto, checking his life for any Dragon Balls, and we do see that he has I believe there was 1 in there. So he's going to go ahead and grab the 1 from his life and grab another from deck. And I'm pretty sure his list runs 0 1-star balls, so it's just the standard 7 Dragon Balls. And I believe in his opening hand he did already have 1 Dragon Ball, so it's gonna put him right at 3. And oh, he drew 1, so that's 4. So what that means for him, he'll have a turn 3 wish, unless he does end up drawing more than that. Orlando's gonna go ahead and start off by charging the Kale, starting off with the green energy. The green energy is really important because he just wants to go right ahead and get Kaba out as soon as possible. And he's gonna go ahead and drop this 1-drop Trunks, and just let him look up to the top 2 and add a Saiyan in there. He ends up hitting a Time Magic and a Khalifa, adding the Khalifa to hand. And he just swung past it. Julian ends up taking it. Julian's going to end up charging a Sneak Attack Goku, using his leader auto to grab him 2 Dragon Balls. Just nothing too big. His game plan is to just pretty much get those 7 Dragon Balls as soon as possible and try to draw out those objections to get himself into his big energy plays. And yeah, he's gonna go ahead and use objection and end up charging his 7-drop Gogeta there, and then immediately passing over to Orlando. Orlando's charging that second Kale there. And yeah, he's gonna go ahead and take the life, and Julian's gonna go ahead and Senzu Bean that out, so putting his leader at 15, making so he didn't take any damage. And alright, so here Orlando did have the Kaba in hand, and so he's gonna look for the top 10, and let's see what he ends up grabbing there. And so he does hit the U6 Khalifa here, which is gonna let him grab another U6 out of his deck from the top 7. So let's see. Does he get the Kale? Yep, and he got the sister Kale here. So this is just gonna be a lot of pressure that's gonna be put into Julian, and he's gonna either have to combo out, because both of these guys are 15 or higher. So he's gonna attack with the Kale, putting it up to 15, comboing with the Trunks, putting him at 20. And Orlando does that to play around the Kami, which he does quite often, which makes, you know, that's the thing about these Veggie boards, where they're really susceptible to Kami. Orlando does a really good job of playing around that. And Julian ended up believe out comboing both those attacks, so he did a really good job of keeping the pressure to a minimum. So now he's gonna end up getting the last Dragon Ball out of his deck, and that's gonna allow him to finally wish out his leader. And let's see what Julian ends up doing here. So he's gonna go right ahead and yep, he's objectioning right away the 2-drop Goku. So now he's at 5, and that's not too bad. And he's gonna flip over the leader and go right ahead and just do that. And he's just gonna end up passing turn right over to Orlando. Orlando finally charges his yellow of the game. So against like Shenron, like, or at least this version of Shenron, not having access to the yellow, it's not too big of a deal. Just because he doesn't really need to worry about Julian making any big plays until he gets to above 5 energy, which he is now, but unfortunately he didn't have anything in his drop to help him out besides that 7-drop Gogeta. And this seems to be a misplay because Orlando here can't Shugesh because his life isn't at 4, and yeah. And yeah, Orlando does realize that, so he just puts that right back in Jill's hand, preparing this game state. Normally, because he changed the order in his deck and things like that, it would be more of a big deal. But because this is just a local, it's not that big of a deal. It's pretty much repairable game state. And instead, he's just going to end up dropping the Kaba, grabbing another Khalifa off the top. And let's see what this Khalifa grabs him. So he's going to end up grabbing the 3-drop Kaba, and this Kaba's attack can't be negated. I think he's one of the scarier cards, and I personally hate dealing with that card. And let's see what. And okay, so Orlando here ends up dropping the Khalifa for free because both those Kabas end up reducing the cost of it pretty much down to 0. So then he drops him down to 4, and that's now he's gonna be able to Shugesh. So he attacks with his Sister Kale. He's gonna Shugesh, and he's gonna end up dropping the 3rd Khalifa out, and then he's gonna end up dropping another Kaba out of his deck. And that's a really scary board to try to live, and I don't see a way that Julian can actually even survive this at the given moment. So now I'm going to attack with one of those 20Ks, and he's going to go right ahead and combo one of his 5-drop Gogetas. And let's see. Julian's gonna end up taking this one, and then he's gonna attack with the third one out. He ends up out comboing this, and it's kind of weird. He held on to his power bursts, and he probably should have done it on some of those 20Ks, but like, the thing going on here is that like these Kabas can't be negated, so now he has some negates that pretty much at this given time do nothing for him. And I believe Orlando said no combos here, and he's gonna take it. Oh, so okay, Julian's still at 2 life. And again, Orlando attacks, no combos. And he's gonna go ahead and attack with the Khalifa. And Julian's gonna tap one here and combo with another 5-drop Gogeta. Orlando's gonna end up awakening, untapping 2. Orlando's gonna attack with his Kaba, comboing the 3-drop Kaba, making it 15. Yeah, so what Orlando did there was combo there to get enough for the warp for 4, grabbing a Shugash to play his Trunks, and now he's gonna attack for lethal here. Julian does have the power burst to negate this attack. And okay, so he chose not to negate, and I'm not too sure why. So he ended up, okay, so he ended up, alright, so he ended up comboing this one. And alright, so Orlando attacks with the other Kaba, dropping the Shugash, bringing out another Sister Kale, so that's 20. And Julian takes that one. The Sister Kale's gonna attack the leader again. And that's 15 unless Orlando decides to combo. I believe Julian said no negates here. And he's gonna end up comboing, let's see. That is a whopping 30. And Julian extends the handshake. GG's Orlando.